morning. I'm Vanessa Baca, Communication Liaison with the Office of Neighborhood Coordination. I'm here this morning with Erika Wilson from APD. Erika, how are you?
Good morning. I'm good, thank you.
Good, great. Thanks so much for meeting with us. We're hoping you can tell us first off what you do, and then tell us about working for 911.
Okay. As you stated, my name is Erika Wilson. I'm the director of the 911 Center for the Albuquerque Police Department. My center is responsible for answering all inbound 911 calls and the 242 COPS or 242-2677 number for the city of Albuquerque. We have 135 employees who work 24/7, 365 days a year. We don't close any day. And we handle approximately 1.1 million inbound phone calls annually.
Wow, that's amazing. What should people know about the difference between a 911 call and a 242 COPS call?
We want the citizen to call 911 when it's a in-progress, imminent threat to life situation. An automobile accident with injuries. They're watching somebody break into a house. They've seen somebody stabbed or something where there's an imminent chance of threat to life and apprehension of a suspect. So those are the calls that belong on 911. The call asking about my power is out, the call asking what's the non-emergency number is really not a 911 call. We have 242 COPS for that line, and that is the number that citizens need to call to report non-emergency type events or delayed type incidents.
So, for example, if you come home and you found that your home has been broken into, would that be something that you would recommend 911 or 242 COPS?
It depends. If somebody's hearing somebody inside the house or they have not checked the house to make sure nobody is in it, that call should go to 911 and they should stay outside where they're safe and secure. If it's delayed and they see a broken window and they already went in the house, they could call 242 COPS.
Okay, I see. So what should a caller expect once they make the call?
When you call 911, the things that we're going to ask first is the location of the incident, and if the caller is present where the location is, what has occurred, what the time delay or how long ago it occurred, the suspect vehicle description if they have one, and also if anybody's been injured, because then we'll involve the fire department if that's the case. When we ask all these questions, it's important for the community to know that it isn't a pass-fail test. I don't expect you to have all the answers, but we're going to ask all the questions because there may be something we ask that you hadn't thought was important, but it's important to the responding officers.
So it's all right if somebody doesn't have all the information or details to say, I don't know?
Absolutely acceptable for them to say, I don't know. And it may be they answer, I don't know 10 times in a row, but on the 11th question, they have a bit of information that allows the officer to try and apprehend the suspect.
Okay, great. That's really good to know. So what goes on behind the scenes when a call comes in to your call center?
The calls are initially screened by staff that spend 6 to 8 months in training as a 911 operator. They will screen the call and put it into our computer system. It's called Computer Aided Dispatch or CAD. And once that call gets entered by the 911 operator, it then is sent to a dispatcher, and we have 6 on duty at any one time. The dispatcher then screens the call, and depending on the priority of the call, the dispatcher will then immediately send officers or will hold the call as soon as an officer is available. Our preference would be that we have an officer available for every call immediately, but we do have a priority system, and it's based on the information given to us by the caller.
That makes sense. Is there anything that you wish the public callers knew about calling 911 or 242 COPS?
Just that they need to be patient and answer the questions as the best to their ability. Sometimes they might think they didn't really see the color of a vehicle, but yet when we ask the question, they'll say it was a blue car. And I can tell you I am the worst at coming up with makes of vehicles. I'm lucky if I can tell you if it's a Ford or a Chevy or so, but I can describe that it was a boxy vehicle, a four-door, it had a bumper sticker and a broken front window. Those are the kind of things that officers are going to see as they're responding to the incident.
Okay, that makes sense. What is there anything else that you would like the public to know about either working for 911 or the call center or 242 cops?
We're consistently hiring. It is a shift where we work shift work and holidays. My staff very much want to help the community. They don't take this job because it's just a city job. They take the job because they want to make a difference in their fellow citizens' lives.
Yes.
And so my staff are very dedicated, very much mirroring the community in that we hire people from all walks of life. I have people who've been there 2 months, and I have a couple people who've been there 40 years.
Wow.
So they're very dedicated to 911
Very
and
much.
what 911 means.
That's wonderful that you provide those resources.
I appreciate being provided this opportunity to speak to the community. We want to have, as I mentioned earlier, we want to have a call or an officer available for every single call every time it comes in, but we do prioritize calls. It is important that if you've spoken with us and something in the situation changes, that they need to call us back.
Okay.
So if you're waiting for an officer and the suspect drives by again, please call back and let us know.
Okay.
If you call and you're using a cell phone, the cell phone will provide us with an approximate location, but you still need to give us an address of where you're calling from.
Okay.
We're trying to advance the technology nationally of the 911 network. We're not quite there yet, so it's still important for the caller to be aware of their surroundings and the location that they're at, so we get good information.
Okay, that's good to know. Will the callers be asked to provide any kind of a reference number, similar to what 311 does?
No,
Okay.
they won't have to give a reference number. We can look it up by address when they initially called, or by the phone number that they called from if it's the same phone number, so we'll be able to trace it.
Okay, that's great. Wonderful. It was really great talking with you. Thanks, Erika.
Oh, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Anytime. Thank you.